Hey guys, welcome to the second episode of Mods Weekly, or Monthly, you know what I'm saying, Mods the Month. Um, basically, this episode is going to be based on Skyrim. I don't know if I was going to say this, but I was going to be alternating in between different games each time. Next time I might do a Minecraft mods or like GTA, something like that. And yeah, I don't think I mentioned this in the first video, but that's what I'm doing with that. And basically, this episode is going to be how to pull off this perfect heist in Skyrim. You know, make yourself a lot of money if you're going with a thief build. Let's get into it. So, the first part of this obviously is making a character. We're going to be using a couple of character mods. The first one is going to be Imperious Races of Skyrim. This is a incredibly good mod, just because it felt like at the start of the game when you first played Skyrim, you know, none of the races really had any depth. I mean, sure they had that special ability, but that really didn't make that much of a difference. Now it gives each race, you know, its unique stats and very special abilities. Like I think wood elves can be like cannibals or something. I don't know that much, but it is an incredibly good mod. So I'm going for an Argonian male. Yeah. And then the other mod I'm using is Character Creation Overhaul, which will let you like pick a class and even create your own classes. Pick a standing stone, you know, that kind of stuff. Basically, the Oblivion character creation. You can see it. It's up right now. So I'm gonna go with the Shadow Stone, obviously, for you know, and I'm going with the Thief class, I think. Um, and yeah, that's about it for character creation. I'm also using the alternate start mod, the Realm of Lorcan. I generally use alternate start live another life, but I felt it would just be easier to use this one in this specific scenario. So the next step in this sort of thing, you know, step thing, and pulling off your heist is going to be getting yourself kitted out. So I just went into Secunda Hall, which is a building in the realm of Lorcan. There's a whole bunch of weapons hanging in the wall that you can just take. I'm not entirely sure why. It's a little bit overpowered, but you know, I just wanted to start out with some money. So I actually sold all these because none of these are very stealthy weapons except for the the iron dagger. And it wasn't actually letting me pick up the Daedric Mace, which probably would have sold for the most out of those weapons, but that doesn't matter too much. And basically, I'm just get yourself kitted out, and then we're gonna head over to Markarth. So the first place you're gonna want to head when you go to Markarth is actually going to be the blacksmith shop. Um, just because we can sell some of this stuff, and you know, make us money to get started, maybe. And you'll see why in the next step of the thing. So, also, the if any of you are wondering how my inventory looks so good, it's because I'm using the mod Sky UI. Now you will need Skyrim script extender to do this. I will, I guess, link a video that showed me how to do it pretty well, how to install it pretty well, in the description of this video. I'm hoping I remember to do that. If I don't, then just search up how to install it on YouTube. It's pretty easy. I might make a tutorial like myself in the future sometime, but for now, we're just gonna yeah, it's just so this is Sky UI with the I think Celtic theme. So another mod that I'd recommend using is Take Notes Journal of the Dragonborn. I think that's what it's called. Basically, it just gives you a notebook where you can write down things, and I just use this to keep track of some of the details that you have in your heist. Okay, so the next place you're gonna want to head is Riften. So that, well, of course, this is a heist, so we're gonna need to assemble a team of people to help us do it. Now, the first one is a modded follower, named Indigo. Now, this is like a purple Khajiit dude. I don't know, he's really cool. has like this ebony bow, and it's yeah. So you can find him in the rift in jail. You will have to like get in there. So you can either be arrested or try to sneak in, like I did. I did it in a rather unorthodox way by just pickpocketing the key out of the prison guard's pocket. But again, you can do this any way you like. You just have to get inside the prison. And once you're inside, you'll see him in like his little cell, right? And talk to him. He'll be like, "Ah, I screwed up. I tried to kill you. I like betrayed you, basically." And you obviously don't remember it. I mean, maybe you do, but like, um, you can say like, "Well, I mean, if you screwed it up so bad, why don't you just come with me? Repay your debt that way, you know, for killing me." Um, and yeah, and then you have him on your team, and he's like really good. He's got a, I think I mentioned ebony bow, ebony sword. He's a pretty good stealth fall. Okay, so the next thing you're gonna need is, of course, a headquarters in the area. Since we're robbing from Markarth, I went ahead and bought. I didn't actually buy it. I got myself Vindrel Hall, which is the Markarth home. And what I'm actually using to do to recruit all these people into the team, like I don't really want to pay for all those followers, right? So what I'm actually doing is I'm using a mod called Guild Starter, where basically you have this. You start with this guild HQ thing, where you can set it anywhere in any map, and basically what you can do is you can ask people if they want to join your guild. You can ask anybody, children, old dudes, again, literally anybody. They will join your guild. And then what they will do is they will head over to the general area where you put your HQ marker, and you can assign them to do tasks. Look for treasure, do good, steal some stuff, like that kind of thing. And that's what I'm using to do this mod. Now it is a little bit buggy. At first I just couldn't figure out why I couldn't recruit people. I remember I figured out partway through, but I can't remember exactly what. But basically, I end up getting another follower, Janassa from the Drunken Huntsman. Now, again, these people will just come back to the HQ marker every time they're not following you. Speaking of, them going back to the HQ marker when they're not following you, I asked them all to follow me, just the two of them, Janessa and Inigo. And I actually had Inigo as a follower, not just a guild member. But they just wouldn't leave the house for some reason. So I just decided to do the heist on my own. So the first place I was going to rob, we're only going to rob 2 spots, because it's basically the only places that are worth it. We have the thingy, the palace in Riften, Understone Keep. The Dwemer museum that's being built inside the keep. That's the first place we're gonna rob. Now, I was originally gonna have Inigo pick the lock, Janessa cover me, but again, that's gonna be sort of an issue at this point. So we're just gonna go ahead and rob them. Now, what I'd recommend doing while you're robbing the Dwemer Museum is just to steal, again, all the Dwemer medals and cogs, because those are generally worth quite a lot. And also just, anything that seems like it would be valuable. So, we've hit our first place, the Dwemer Museum that's being built in the Understone Keep. And the next place we're going to hit is the treasure house. Now this is kind of an obvious one because treasure. I was again originally going to have Inigo pick the lock and Janassa cover us, but again that's going to be an issue. So because of this, I didn't really try to grind my lockpicking skill too much, and that's why I'm having such issues getting inside. So I was intending to do this heist pretty loud, so once you're inside, just sort of smack all the people that you see with an arrow or, a sword, whatever your character is, whichever character build you're using, whichever weapon they're using. And then just sort of make your way to the vault. There should be some decently priced stuff in there. Also, I'm pretty sure there's like a safe with some gold inside. There's some silver and ores just sort of lying there, which you should be able to get a pretty decent price on. And yeah, there's some gold, some ores, and some decent like gemstones. But that's basically it for the video. Thank you everyone who watched very much for watching. I have a couple shoutouts to make. First one is to my friend's band's channel, The Aftermath, where they post pretty good alt-rock sort of stuff. I'm actually not entirely sure what genre it is, but they have a really good drummer. And I also have a shout out to Silver Knight. He's my friend who makes gaming stuff mostly. So far he's only posted about 3 videos, 2 of them being different intros that he had people vote on, and then the other one is a Warface video. But go subscribe to them. Links should be up on the screen right now, and there will also be a link in the description below to each of their channels. But anyway, that's about it for the video. Again, thank you for watching. Consider dropping a like just now, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye, I guess.